Communication means receiving and sending messages. Hello, good morning students. As you know, in our chapter number 10, Transport and Communication, we are doing various means of communication. We have already discussed about the postal services. Now, we are going to discuss about telephone. As you know, television is a very important invention for mankind, and it brought a revolution in the life of the people. Children, as you can see nowadays, there are different types of telephones. We are talking about the mobile phone because landline phone is means not used by many people nowadays. What is the problem is that landline phone, which is fixed in a place, is difficult for a person to carry it from one place to another. So they do not use landline phones, they use mobile. As you all know, you have used mobile, use mobile, various types of smartphones at the reach of people, and people are using not only phone, this mobiles or phone for communication purposes only. They are used for many other purposes, like you use various apps for your study, for your other work in the offices and in the field of education also. So children, telephone, as you know, we can talk to people in any part of the world. With the telephone, you can talk, you can have a local call also, national call or international call. To anyone at any part of the world, you can have a conversation. Now, we have landline and smartphones. As I told you, landlines, you must have seen somewhere. When telephone was invented, it looked in a different way. Slowly it took a lot of change. It was quite big and heavy in the beginning. Slowly it became little lighter, but of course they are landline phones, means they are fixed to the place, that's why called land, and there is a line. But as you know, this mobile phone, they are used satellite network, so they are wireless. You don't have to sit in one place or be in one place to talk to it. You can mobile, means you can move around with the mobile phone. Now children, talking about telephone, now who was the inventor of telephone? It was Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell. I'll just show you this photograph. First I'll show you this. He is Alexander Graham Bell, and he is credited as the inventor of telephone. Okay, and you can see what type of telephone was it at the beginning. Okay, they used to hold it in the hand and talk to a person. So coming to Alexander Graham Bell, I just read out. Alexander Graham Bell, March 3rd, 1847, the year he was born, until August 2, 1922, was a scientist, inventor, engineer and innovator who is credited with inventing the first practical telephone. There were actually several inventions. Some made the box or the instrument of telephone slowly, but he is credited with the first practical telephone. His family had all been associated with the work on elocution and speech, and both his mother were deaf. Of thing to be noted, children, his wife and his mother both were deaf. Deaf means a person who could not hear. A person who cannot hear is called a deaf. So they were not able to hear, and they were in way of helping him out, because he thought of doing something by which, they could be helped to hear. Profoundly influencing Bell's life and work. His research on hearing and speech further led him to experiment with hearing devices, because as you can see, those people who cannot hear or they hear partially, you must have seen they put a hearing aid in their ears for for better hearing. So he, as Graham Bell's wife and mother both were deaf, so he thought of inventing a device which could help these people who cannot hear, which eventually culminated in Bell's being awarded first US patent for the telephone in 1876. So in 1876, a telephone was discovered or invented by Alexander Graham Bell, and he is a scientist in USA. So thanks to Alexander Graham Bell that we have telephones in our life. So this is Alexander Graham Bell, and this is the first telephone device which was invented.